Hey guys, Weekend Modder here with a quick proof video for Jeffery W of West Virginia. Jeffrey, this is the console that you sent in for RGH service. It is a Jasper. We did RGH 1.2 with blue LEDs as was requested. Point out here real fast that the hard drive is currently attached to the console, and you can see we got a really nice fast boot time here. But if I pop over to the game capture, I think what we'll notice is at least historically what's happened every time I booted it with the hard drive attached so far is the console never actually reaches the dashboard. It'll hang out here until it either throws a lower quadrant red ring or freeze up if it doesn't actually make it all the way to the one segment red ring. So there goes E68, which is an indicator of a bad hard drive. And then if we pop back over to the actual camera, you can see one lower right segment lit up here. So bottom line, it looks like your hard drive died in transit, because if I do the same thing, the only difference being that I disconnect your hard drive here and boot the console right up, well, we'll have no problems. It'll boot directly into the dashboard and hasn't been an issue. So if you want to take that up with the insurance on the shipping, I don't have a note written that specifically says your console was packaged particularly well or poorly. So your call, whatever you want to do there. But the bummer side of it for me is that because there's no storage, I can't preload anything for you. So just by way of making proof here, if I pop over into the Games tab right now, you'll see that that's empty. But if I go ahead and take my personal USB here and plug that into the console, I'm going to pop back over and let you show that XEX menu becomes available then, and I'm able to then launch it and use it, which kind of just goes to prove that the console is indeed RGH'd and is modded and that sort of thing. So we launch XEX menu, we go ahead and just hit B to skip the profile, and then you can see I'm already in here. So left and right on the bumpers to navigate you around, all that sort of normal stuff. There are copies of Freestyle Dash Launch and XEX menu, all preloaded, all loaded on the disk here. So if you need copies of those, pop that into your computer. Feel free to take it off of there. Otherwise, the brick-proof service was also performed. I've got your Matrix programmer here as well. So you'll get the Matrix programmer and the internally accessible header. So it's not hanging out the side here. You will actually have to disassemble the console, and you'll see the little plugs where this goes right in there next to the motherboard. And the only thing to really remember here is the ground. So GND, ground. That needs to go to the black wire. Should be pretty self-explanatory. Ground to the black wire, and you'll be good to go. So thanks again for trusting us with your send-in. We'll get this thing packed up and headed back to you tomorrow.